Hi, second graders. We're here with some more regrouping, doing some big second grade math with you this week. Regrouping 10 ones for one group of 10. So we're going to be doing some exchanging of tens, rods, and ones cubes. And this is kind of review. We've been doing a lot of work with modeling pictures for our numbers, and we're going to be doing some more of that. So I think you guys are going to do really well today. Let's take a look at our Tuesday page at the example that we have at the top. So we have a problem that says find the sum, and we know that the word sum means the answer to what kind of a problem?
An addition problem.
Addition problem. Good job. So we're definitely going to be adding, and I see that addition sign here. So our problem is 24 plus 8. So we're doing a regrouping page, so we kind of know there's going to be regrouping, but you guys won't always know there's going to be regrouping. We have to sometimes figure that out on our own. And we can look over here where Miss Marquardt is, and we see a model. We have kind of what we call a T-chart. On this side, we're representing our tens rods, and on the other side, we're representing our ones cubes. So what they've already done for us here is they have drawn 28 already, or 24 already for us, sorry. 10, 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've represented the 24 here, and then they gave a little space, and Miss Marquardt's showing you. They also represented the 8 additional ones that we're going to be adding. So always starting with drawing our model. The next step is to do some regrouping. And regrouping happens when we have more than 10 ones when we add them together. We can't have more than 10 ones. It's not allowed. So, Miss Marquardt, could you do me a favor and just count up how many total ones are over there first?
Sure. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 is more than 10.
Definitely.
There's a problem.
Yes.
So if we have more than 10 ones, we have to basically group, scoop, and trade, right?
Yep.
So we have to circle a group of how many?
We need to circle a group of 10 because it's the same thing as a tens rod.
That's right. So I'm going to give you this and ask you, it looks like they've already circled a group of 10 for us. Maybe you can go over that dotted line, circle that group of 10.
There's a tricky one there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got your group of 10.
Yep.
We're going to scoop it up. We're going to
All right.
cross it out because we're going to create a new tens rod. We're trading those 10 ones for one tens rod. Okay. Now we can rewrite our answer.
Okay.
So what I want you to do now is to count up how many tens you have. How many?
I have 1, 2, 3 tens.
Awesome. I'm going to borrow that back from you.
Yep.
So there are 3 tens. And how many ones do you have left that you didn't scoop up?
Oh, did not circle.
Yeah.
Okay, there's only 1, 2 left over.
2 leftover ones.
Yep.
So 3 tens represents 30,
Yep.
and 2 ones just represents 2. So the answer is 32.
Hey, that wasn't so bad.
It wasn't. It's very similar to what we did last week. Okay, I'm going to ask you to erase the board so that we can lift the page up and show you guys a couple more examples. You guys are really lucky because on this side of the page, they've already done most of the work for you. All they have to do is the group, scoop, and trade. They don't have to draw the models at all.
I love group scoop and trade.
I do too. It's pretty fun.
It's my favorite part.
So if we look at what we have going on here, we're going to regroup 10 ones as one group of 10, one tens rod. So we already know we have to do that. Okay. It's always a good practice though to make sure you count all your ones just to be sure. So let's look at the problem here. The problem is written underneath the model on these ones. It says 28 plus 3. So 20, 2 groups of 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 ones. Here's 28. A little bit of space where they added those additional 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. So if I count up how many total ones I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ooh, too many.
Too many. How many am I supposed to stop at?
10.
10. I can't have more than 10.
No.
Here comes the group, scoop, and trade.
Okay.
I am going to circle. I have 5, 6, 7, 8. That means I need to add 2 more to make it 10. I just grouped up 10 ones. Now I'm going to scoop them, cross them out, and turn it into an additional tens rod. Once I do my group, scoop, and trade, then I'm ready to count up what I have and write my answer down. So it looks like I'm going to skip count my tens rods, 10, 20, 30. And then I only have one additional ones cube that I didn't scoop up. So my answer is 31.
Nice.
Do you think you can give the next one a shot?
Whew, you're giving me a hard one.
I
but
think you can do it.
Would love to try.
Okay.
I've done these a few times before.
I bet. Being a second grade teacher and all.
All right. So the problem that I have is 47 plus 7.
Yes.
So I'm noticing that there are 4 tens rods for the number 40, and then 7 ones over here, and then there's that little bit of space, and another 7 ones for the 7 that are right here.
Yes.
Okay. So I know that 7 plus 7 already is 14.
Yep.
Because that's a doubles fact, and it reminds me of a calendar.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's way too many.
Yeah.
I only want 10. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that 7 over here, and then I'm just going to add 3 more because that equals 10. So I group them. Now I'm going to scoop them and trade.
Awesome.
All right. I think I did the hard work. Now I just need to count up my answer.
Yeah.
So if I skip count by tens, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Yep.
So I'm going to write a 5. And when I come over here to count my ones, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So my final answer is going to be 54.
Good job. You
Thank
did
you.
it. So we want you guys to do those bottom 2 problems on this page the exact same way Miss Marquardt and I did 1 and 2. You guys can definitely do that while I turn over the page and show you what to do on the back. Okay, so it looks a little different, but it's the same work, okay? We're still regrouping, but this time we want you guys to draw the models yourself. They did that work for you on the other side. You're gonna have to work a little harder on this side. So it's showing us what our 2 numbers are, 24, and then we're going to add 7. We have to decide if we're going to be regrouping. Once we draw that model and we see how many total ones cubes we have, it's going to help us figure out, do we need to regroup? If the ones and the ones together, the 7 and the 4, when I add those together, if it's a number higher than 10, guess what?
We have to regroup.
We have to regroup. If it's 10 or higher, in fact. So let's show this problem. The problem would be 24 plus 7, right? So the first thing you guys need to do, and you can do this in the margins if you have space, or you can just do it on a blank sheet of paper with a pencil or a whiteboard with a marker. Whichever of those models is best for you, as long as you draw it out, it's going to help. First, I'm going to show 24. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 2 tens rods for 20, and I have 4 ones for the 4 and 24. Now I'm going to give myself a little bit of space, and I'm going to represent the 7 ones with an additional 7 X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I can already tell 7 plus 4, that's 11. That's higher than 10. I'm going to have to regroup. So they circled yes on that. You are going to have to regroup. Now we have to figure out what our answer is going to be. So now we go with our group, scoop, and trade. I have 4. In order to get 10, I need to add 6 more. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm gonna have to scoop up a lot of those. Looks like I only have 1 left over. So I'm gonna scoop those out and trade them for a tens rod. Now I'm ready to write my answer. 10, 20, 30. There's a 3 over there in the tens place, and 1 left over. So if you want to write that in, we did get the same answer that they got on the example problem.
Awesome.
All right, Miss Marquardt.
Yep.
I bet you could even do it right here because you have some space above the problem.
Ooh, okay.
I'm wondering if you could do number 2 for us.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have 56 plus 9. So I'm going to start by drawing my model for 56, which is 5 tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, we got a big number here. I'm going to leave a little bit of space, and then I need to draw 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's a lot of X's.
It's a lot of X's. I know I have to group, scoop, and trade. So I know I'm going to start circling over here. It doesn't really matter. I already know that this is a group of 9, so I'm just going to circle one more with it. And then I'm going to scoop it out. Kind of reminds me as if like this was a big shovel, you know, and I was scooping it out. And then I'm going to trade it over here for another 10.
Awesome.
Now I just need to count up my answer. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65.
Awesome.
Wow. So my final answer is 65.
And it looks
Alright.
like you did end up needing to regroup, so you can also circle
Thank you for that.
the yes on that one.
So there might be a problem where they don't have to regroup.
Yeah, if you don't have to group, scoop, and trade because, hint, hint, when you add up your ones, 6 plus 2 is like 8. If you add up your ones and it's lower than 10, you don't have to regroup. So you can circle no. And it's a lot easier of an addition problem to do. All right, those bottom problems, you have some word problems. The smart part is erasing that for us. This is no different than every other problem we've done on the page. It is addition, and it's probably going to require you to regroup. So if I look at the first problem, Pat had 6 forks, then she bought a pack of 18 forks. How many forks does she have now? That's addition. You're adding her already 6 forks to a new 18 forks, adding those together. So if I were to write this out, it might look like, oopsies. Ew, it's just getting worse and worse.
What's going on?
Help me. Here and here are our numbers. 6 plus 18. And you guys can go ahead and draw models of those and see what you get when you add those together. And it's going to be one of these answers. Same with this one. We have the numbers 69 and 8. I can even see that without even reading it. How many plates did he count in all? And we're going to be adding with regrouping. So write out your problem, circle your numbers, add them up, regroup, and find your answer. And same down here at the bottom. It looks like you guys are going to do exactly what we've been doing. You're going to have the problem 48 and 5. Draw your 10s rods here. Draw your 1s over there. Group, scoop, and trade, and find your answer. Good luck.